Hey basketball guys, we have news. Let's go to more news from the Golden State Warriors, but before that, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave a like. The Golden State Warriors face the Utah Jazz, looking for their second victory. In the first game the Warriors played very well and showed a lot of offensive power, with variations in play, and in today's game the team wants to repeat their good performance. But problems arose. Two key stars for the squad are injured and are doubtful for today's game. Draymond Green and Stephen Curry have health problems and are expected to be out of today's game. Warriors fans believe in a current season that is much better than last season and that the Warriors can go straight to the playoffs in search of recovering their dynasty. Stephen Curry and Draymond Green are on the Warriors' injury report. The Golden State Warriors got off to a fast start to begin the 2024-25 season, as they demolished the Portland Trail Blazers 140-103 in their opening game. In just 25 minutes of play, Stephen Curry registered 17 points, 10 assists, and 9 rebounds, a near triple-double in his first game of the season, as Draymond Green held things together on both ends as the leader of the team. However, both veterans now enter Friday night's game against the Utah Jazz on the Warriors' injury report. While Golden State is likely to monitor minutes for their two stars early on in the season, the appearances of Green and Curry on the injury report have sparked the question: are Steph Curry and Draymond Green playing against the Jazz on Friday night? As of Friday morning, both Curry and Green find themselves on the team's injury report. Whereas Curry is listed as questionable to play against Utah due to what the team is calling a right hip contusion, Green is also listed as questionable with a left knee contusion. The good news for Golden State is that neither player left the opening game of the season in Portland with an injury, so these are nothing more than bumps or bruises that the two stars are dealing with. It is also worth noting that D'Anthony Melton, whom the team added for extra backcourt depth in the offseason, is listed as questionable to play as well due to a right chest contusion. In their season opener against the Trail Blazers, the Warriors controlled the pace of play from start to finish. After being tied 21-21 after the first quarter, the Warriors went on a 15-5 run in the second quarter and never looked back. 7 different players scored at least 10 points for the Dubs in this one, as Buddy Hield led all scorers with 22 points on 5 of 7 shooting from three-point range off the bench. Depth is the key strength of the Warriors, which is why head coach Steve Kerr is excited about this season and the different rotations he can tinker with. "We're gonna do it. I've never played 12 before, but we're gonna do it," Kerr said after Wednesday's victory. "It's not easy. It's not easy on anybody. But we just have to trust from one night to the next we're gonna find combinations that really work, and the guys have to understand that some nights their night, some nights not, and that's okay as long as we continue to play together and play hard." Recent momentum for the Golden State Warriors. The Golden State Warriors started the season with a convincing victory over the Portland Trail Blazers 140-104. Thus, they demonstrated strength on both sides of the court. Led by Stephen Curry and support from the bench, the team is a strong candidate to continue its winning path this season. With an efficient offense and solid defense, the Warriors remain a formidable opponent looking to achieve great things. NBA injury report: Golden State Warriors. Star Stephen Curry was listed as questionable for Friday's game due to a right hip injury. Draymond Green is also doubtful for the game against the Jazz due to a left knee injury. D'Anthony Melton was listed as questionable with a chest contusion. Golden State Warriors player reportedly left arena limping. On Wednesday evening, the Golden State Warriors blew out the Portland Trail Blazers 140-104 to win their first game of the 2024-25 season. Draymond Green finished with 8 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal and 2 blocks while shooting 3 of 3 from the field and 1-1 from the three-point range in 20 minutes of playing time. The Warriors will now face off against the Utah Jazz on Friday evening in Salt Lake City. For the game, Green is listed as questionable due to a knee injury. Via Underdog NBA, Draymond Green, knee, listed questionable for Friday. According to Monty Poole of NBC Sports Bay Area, Green was seen limping as the Warriors left the arena in Portland. Via Poole, Draymond was limping on the way to the bus. Asked him about it. Response was the same as most pro athletes with a post-game limp, "I might, man." Green finished last year with averages of 8.6 points, 7.2 rebounds, 6.0 assists and 1.0 steals per contest, while shooting 49.7% from the field and 39.5% from the three-point range in 55 games. The four-time NBA champion is in his 13th season, all with the Warriors. Following their showdown with the Jazz, the Warriors will play their first game at home when they host the Los Angeles Clippers on Sunday evening. Draymond Green issues warning throughout the league after training camp with Steph Curry. Golden State Warriors forward Draymond Green is in high spirits following the team's intense training camp and successful preseason campaign. The four-time NBA champion is so optimistic of his team's chances of returning to NBA championship contention that he put out a warning to the rest of the teams in the league. During Tuesday's episode of The Draymond Green Show with Baron Davis, the four-time NBA All-Star talked about his team's preseason success thanks to Coach Steve Kerr's high-level, competitive training camp. "Man, the vibes have been on 10 in the preseason. One of the best training camps, and hardest training camps, I might add. Steve was killing us in camp. We had one super long practice. I ain't practiced that long since college," Green said. "But you know what? When we were in every practice, we were in every drill. When I say we, I mean me, Steph, Kevin, Loon, EY, guys who have been there. We were in everything because, again, this is a new thing. You've gotta set a tone," he added. Draymond Green confident in winning another NBA championship for Golden State Warriors. The Warriors underwent a major roster overhaul over the offseason. Veterans Klay Thompson and Chris Paul left the team and have since been replaced by various role players, which include Buddy Hield, DeAnthony Melton, and Kyle Anderson. Golden State finished 10th last season with a 46-36 record, hence why many think they will once again be a middling team in the Western Conference. But with their 6-0 preseason streak, it seems like Steph Curry's squad has achieved the right balance it needs. Draymond Green said that their training camp and preseason were as productive as he could have hoped. He then warned the rest of the league that the Warriors may be back into their championship form. "So, I think we did a great job of setting the tone, and we could not have asked for a better training camp, a better preseason than we had," Green said. "I'm not saying we're gonna go win a championship, but I am saying don't let us win another, championship." The Golden State Warriors last won the NBA championship 2 years ago. The team still has some of its key players like Steph Curry, Draymond Green, Kevin Looney, and Andrew Wiggins, but their roster has undergone significant reshuffling since then. Jonathan Kuminga, Moses Moody, Brandon Podziemski, and other younger players in the roster are expected to step up. The Warriors are set to open their season on Wednesday night against the hosting Portland Trail Blazers. NBA analysts' predictions about the Warriors' current season. Forecast, 42-40. The Warriors didn't get past the Sacramento Kings in last year's play-in tournament, but they have more depth this year despite Klay Thompson leaving this offseason to sign with the Dallas Mavericks as a free agent. The Warriors' goal shouldn't just be to avoid the play-in entirely. They should aim to finish among the top 4 teams in the Western Conference to earn home field advantage in the first round. If they stay healthy, that goal could be within reach. As the season progresses, we will have this answer, whether the NBA analysts are right or wrong. We believe and hope that these analysts are wrong and the Warriors have a successful season.